Evening, folks.
Hang on.
I'm getting there. Stupid thing. Hey, there he is.
Oh, there, right. I'm here.
That's Jamie. This is me.
I'm here.
And those are my eerie headphones. Alright. Welcome to the stream, everyone. It is, as usual, our Workshop Wednesday. Jamie has picked out a couple of things to look at. We're going to look at a route first. The Merioneth and Clanticilly Rail Traction Company. This is just a little free roam. We're going to have an explore.
Yep.
Do you know who the author of this one is then, Jamie?
It's Davide?
Davido Amer.
That's it.
So you can grab this route from Steam Workshop. If you're not familiar with the whole what is a Workshop Wednesday is where we download some bits from Steam Workshop created by the community, and we enjoy it.
Yeah.
Alright. Let us.
Make sure you set the points, because what I've done is you've got the little wagon to pick up as well behind you. There you go.
Bit of madness.
Yeah. Nice weathered machine as well. Austerity.
I love that the
reversal
rod is,
wow.
is animated as well. Let's just watch the reversal rod. Right, this is the route map.
There we go.
Of this lovely fictional route. Right, we are going to carry on and we'll go down via Chaniog down here. We'll see what that looks like when we get there.
Yep. And you'll see you're running low on water a little bit, so don't forget to fill up with water on the way. I'll put it on. Yeah.
Where's all the streams gone, Ratifus? Well, the Colonel's on holiday.
Yeah.
And that's it really. Next stream is the Colonel with Sam. Oh, it's the Colonel with Sam. What am I on? The Colonel with Natalie, isn't it, on Saturday?
Friday.
Sorry?
It's Friday, I think.
Is it Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, Andrew, these are Razer Kraken Kitty headphones. Only the best. Let us go back and grab a couple of wagons for the giggles.
Yep. I like places. What tank engine is this? This is an Austerity 060.
This would be from the Return to Mardi pack.
Yeah.
But do they flash? Yes, they do flash. No, sorry, these aren't the Kraken kitties. I am lying. These are the Kraken kitties. These are the ones that flash. Yes, I've got 2 of them.
Go. It's got different features and different locations. This is route as well.
Yeah, I've not seen this route before, so I'm just going to enjoy playing with the steam engine and shunting and generally upsetting Baked Bean Kid.
Picking up all the wagons.
No, I'm just getting the other plank wagon, and then I'm going to get the brake van because I'm a good boy. Oh, it's a Siddle and Son coal wagon.
Yeah.
Ah, come on. Ah, come on, you can make it a bit further.
Honestly, I do like all the clanging and banging the wagons do make. It's nice. It gives a bit of real, like when you're shunting and things like that, you know.
Cheap. Sound's gone. Is that sound gone for anybody else? Or has Baked Bean Kid just pressed the mute button? Just because you don't want to hear my voice anymore, Baked Bean Kid.
He said, "Oh no, he hasn't."
You did. Right, now we have a train.
Can you put your lamps on as well? There.
About that.
That'll do.
Parcels will perish per train, 90% or more fitted. No.
No.
20% of the vehicles. No, I want unfitted. Which is unfitted?
Is it lamp at the top and lamp at the...
Express train not fitted with an auto brake. It's definitely not an express train. Although, perhaps the way I'm going to drive it. Express train. You know what? Let's just do that. No, actually. That one. That's probably closer. Right, let's have a look at the map. Where are we going? We need to turn left. Turn right. The other kind of left. And make our way up the line.
Really tough to know. It's brilliant because it makes it so much easier to like run around and things like that. Turn your left, it's brilliant.
You just turn the game down a bit. There you go, folks. Right, let's have a look where we're coming up to. There's nothing at Mrs. Porty's house. Alright, we've got Pew's Farm Halt coming up.
Oh, look to the side. There might be something waiting there. Just see it next to the... There we go. There he is.
Hey! Jack MC, this is the route map.
There we go. It's quite a good size route map. It's good.
Hey, Scottish Steam Productions, welcome. Right, where are we going? We're not going that way, we are going that way. Up to Pew's Farm. Excellent.
Yep.
Have you got the workshop link you can share in the chat?
Yeah, if I can send it to... I will send it to the moderators. I can get that. Go to...
This one is called the Marioneth and Clanticilly. So if you have a look for that on Workshop, and we're trying to get you the link onto the chat right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't possibly say what the inspiration for this route clearly is. But if you happen to work it out on your own, that's great.
Yeah. I should have. You should have it, Moggy. The link. What are your water levels like? I haven't actually. I didn't know. I put the. I think the water levels are on half. I think.
That's alright, I'll put a bit in.
Yeah.
Ah!
Nope.
I clearly haven't quite gone far enough.
Paul Wilkinson has put, hi Matt and Jamie, how far are me and Natalie away from driving on streams? Hopefully we shouldn't be too far off. I'm sure we will let you know as soon as we know when we'll be driving. I need to learn my PBZ before PBZ and LZB and things like that before I start.
I can give you your first lesson. It's pronounced BZB.
Oh, there we go. Also, for anyone who hasn't heard already, West Coast Mainline patch was released today. So we have the first patch. If you go onto the forums, you'll see what the first patch shows, or what it has.
Yeah, go grab the get your update to West Coast Mainline and
Yeah.
let us know how it goes for you in the forums.
Yeah. Yeah. Give us, if you have any questions, any problems with it, just stick it in the forums. Hello, Buffalo Sports Fan, and hello, David Mangan. You've actually got sheep in there as well.
Well, he's got sheepses.
You got sheepses. Someone's asking what the route is. I'm not going to try and pronounce it.
The Merioneth and Clanticilli. Where Clanticilli is pronounced with 2 L's because it's a Welsh route.
Ah.
It's a fictional route. It's based on a fictional thing.
Yeah, which we can't say.
We'll let you figure out.
Yep. Oh, Bait King Kid. When the sheeps are loaded onto the truck, do they have to have their tickets checked at the ticket barrier? Oh dear.
Dear. He really tried to ram that joke down our throats.
Oh no! What have they started?
Well, you know, when it comes to these puns, I wouldn't want to be Willy.
Oh. Oh dear.
You had to say that. If we do too many more puns, Baked Ping, you and Kiddo and out, you and me will be out on a lamb.
Oh no! We have to get the sheepdog to bring you back.
Yep. He's feeling sheepish now. Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Right, where are we off to? Smoke Hill, Dinwiddie's Gold Mine.
Yep.
And then we'll do some exchange at Clanmad. There is a second patch coming for Paul, for West Coast Mainline South, Paul. I believe it's more of a scenery detail update, but I don't know exactly what's included in that one. But most of the performance stuff is in this one, but there may be other performance coming in the next one. I don't know. Is it possible to have triggers in a scenario, for example, when the player train arrives at a certain marker, a certain AI train will start? The simple answer to that question is no. The complicated answer to that question is if you hack files, apparently I've seen people do it because they've tricked scenarios into thinking they're quick drives or something strange like that. But no, the tools won't let you do it, but you can. No is not actually technically a fully correct answer, so the simple answer is no.
Certainly does feel like a Welsh branch, doesn't it?
Certainly does.
British Ace has said, nice little word, what's it called? It's the Menionith and Lanticilli. Hey, there you go, I did it right.
We rely on you for the singing, Baked Bean Kid, and Moggy can be the dragon.
Yeah. Jay or Jai is asking for the map again. There we go.
So we're up here at the minute. We're going to be going round to here at Clanmad.
Yeah.
Running round to here. There's a bit of shenanigans going on here. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Oh,
Yeah, bless you.
it's got to come in twos. Grumbly Station.
Grumbly Gasworks. And that's a more fictional bit, that one.
Oh, jeez.
The British Ace has asked how we both are. I'm well, how are you?
I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. That sounds as COVID-19. No, COVID doesn't involve sneezing. You have any trouble downloading Rapid Transit? Patty Epstein, if you're having problems, drop in a support ticket or pop into the forums.
Yeah.
Lady Halliday, no, she's out. She's not been in here for a while. She basically lives in the kitchen at the moment and terrorises me every time I go into the kitchen to say, but you've never fed me, ever. Never at all.
I like how he's added all flowers in.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, it's very nice. What route are we doing after this today? We are doing Simmering Barn, if memory serves.
Simmering Barn? Yes, I think we are, yeah.
That is indeed even after she's been fed, Danny. Seconds. In fact, one time, and probably this is not just an outlier, at one point, she was midway through eating her bowl, looked up at me as if to say, is that it?
My bearded dragon does that sometimes. Just looks at you while just watching him eat, and he's like, "What are you looking at me eat for? Why?"
This is narrow gauge. No, it's normal gauge, Paul.
Yeah, standard gauge.
Right. Now, in order to get anything into this coal drop, we are going to need to engage in shenanigans.
Yeah. You haven't got any coal in the in the things though, have you?
Oh, stop being fussy.
I can't remember if you did or not.
No, there's no coal in there. But that's not going to stop me putting empty wagons up there because reasons.
No, that's very true. Yeah.
That's it. Stop!
Stop. That's what happens when you've got an unfitted freight. Jingting Louis, is it? Jingting Louis said, "Is this a British locomotive?" Yes, it is. It was also, I can't remember how far the austerities went. They just did go to different countries, didn't they? Austerities?
Oh, that I can't. No, I don't know. Yeah, they might well have done.
I can't remember how many. If anybody knows. And someone's asked, what the lovely coaches, what are they? They're the Isle of Wight coaches.
P. Jan Grosser, I don't know the answer to that question. I probably should know the answer to that question, but I'm not an artist. before I do that, I want to get rid of these.
Okay. Someone has asked to blow the whistle as well earlier.
It's got a nice steam brake on this, makes it lovely and quick for slowing
Yeah,
down
I
and
was,
speeding
I was
up.
just about to say, yeah, I was just about to say it's quite interesting having to, because obviously these are unfitted. So.
Yeah, I haven't got any of that pesky brake pipe nonsense to worry about.
Nope.
People think that's a bad thing, but you know what? Makes life so much easier for this. Brake pipes just getting away. Oh, hello. Oh, this is probably going to go spring when I uncouple it. Oh no.
Oh.
Fine. I thought we were done for then.
It behaved itself.
Alright. Now. Go and get our coal wagons.
Yes, Charlie does try to say the austerities were mainly used in mainland Europe after service in World War II. So yes, they did travel abroad.
Should just have the 3. Excellent.
Yeah,
Let's go and
perfect.
chuck them up. Chuck them up the hill.
I like how the wagons have the tail lamp on these as well.
Yeah.
I think that's quite a good feature. So I'll just read some of the description on the route. So this route I've made has been created as best I can make it. Some areas have been made up in between locations which have not appeared in the famous fictional fictional characters. A reason to make it an interesting run in between stations. Tewin Beach Station has been made by imagination. Due to the fact it's been pictured, I've made a turntable area at the head shunt because you see the famous character change direction between stations to appear chimney first. Yeah, some interesting information there.
Hmm. Try not to lose it coming down here.
No. No, I do. There is some steep gradients on here.
Is there more locomotive jinxing? There's loads of locomotives on Train Sim. This happens to be just one of the ones that's available. No, that's not gone far enough back. That's better.
There we go.
Right, let's put our train back together.
Yep.
V. Yangrosa, for everything you've seen so far, TS2021 has far superior gameplay to TSW2. Go on then. I'm interested to hear why you think that is. I'm not disagreeing, but I'm interested to hear why you think that. Right, let's push that switch over. Hey there, Penn Central. How's it going?
Oh, Phantom 66. I got to drive the 9F on the Midhants Railway for my 18th birthday. Well done, lovely. Yeah, I've been lucky enough to drive the 9F as well. Amazing machines. It's quite interesting as well because the brake van is a northeastern toad as well. Because even though most people think that Great Western mainly had towed brake vans, but I think most companies had towed brake vans, didn't they?
I must admit, I'd only ever heard the name Toad used with the Great Westerns.
Yeah. Oh right. Although apparently these were considered a toad, or the North LNER called them a toad as well.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not sure why. If anybody knows why, I'm sure.
Should probably stop.
That's the thing with the steam brake, you can either be too harsh or not.
Right. Uncouple, run round, and carry on. Yeah, it's a bit speeding between friends.
Well, his speed restriction is 70 miles an hour, so all on his drop down to 10 again. So Kuza 1989 said the nickname Toad was derived from the Great Western Railway's telegraphic code for a brake van.
Ah.
So it's probably why LNER used it as well, probably. They learnt it from Great Western and probably used the same name. For the same reason, I would imagine.
All the best ideas came from the Western.
Mind you, the streamlining didn't go too well.
Shh. We will not talk about the Western's failures. I feel that would depict a much more positive image. Sound of pitchforks being
sharpened.
Right, so as we proceed down the line, next stop will be at Llangobin.
Hey, Bean Kid, you didn't need to streamline perfection. Well,
Nice, nice.
Lovely viaduct. There you go. Look at that. The inside of the cylinders, and it shows the inside motion as well on this movie.
You say knowing Ed, yeah, there it is. Look.
Oh, it is here. There you go.
You say knowing Ed and Mike, it will definitely be there.
There you go. Oh, that whole station as well. Look at that.
Right.
Another interesting thing, this route was actually posted in 2016, so it's been going quite a while.
It's amazing how much stuff there is on Steam Workshop that's just hidden away.
Yeah.
You know, go and have a look around, folks.
Yeah.
You never know what little gems you'll find.
Yeah, we have got a forum thread on the forums for people's ideas on for in general discussion Workshop Wednesday suggestions, and we have got there's a little form further down on the post which says name of scenario, route, author, the Steam Workshop link, approximate length, and why you think we should play it on here as well.
Yeah, definitely. If there's stuff you want to see on the stream, then we want to hear about it.
Yeah. Certainly got an interesting mix of wagons there now.
No, but you see, I'm fussy. I'm not picking them all up.
No.
I've got my eye on two of those wagons.
So I've got some interesting information about the austerities. There was 485 of them produced between many different companies. So you had the Hunsler Engine Company, the Andrew Barclays and Son Company, Bagnall, Hudswell Clark, Robert Stevenson, the Hawthorns, and the Vulcan Foundry.
Ah.
Yep. And they were all built between 1943 and 1964. And there's actually 70 of them preserved, which would probably make them the most amount of locomotives ever preserved, I would imagine.
Probably among that, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, now. First off, I don't want the press flow. Go back to the back.
Baby and Kind, yes, yeah, apparently they did. The latest 1964. I think some of them were still in use until the 1980s, I think, as well. So they were one of the locomotives that did last the longest. Oh, you're doing it a different way. Ah.
Doing it the lazy man's way. Right, let's pop that back.
Baby and Kid must be enjoying this.
He's in heaven. He won't ever admit it, but he's in heaven.
Moggy says Jane only follows Moggy approved. There you go.
That's all you really need to know about it, to be fair.
Yeah, yeah.
We will get there in the end. I've got what I want now.
Giddy giddy.
Am I just randomly shunting? I am indeed, Ed, yes.
Yeah, yeah. We're just randomly shunting.
Next time, Jamie will realise he needs to give me a proper scenario, otherwise we will be here all day, because I love shunting.
I just put random wagons everywhere and thought, I know, we'll just do a shut. And then I thought, oh, actually, maybe I should have done that.
I'll learn you.
Yeah.
That'll do.
But you're thinking, yes, he is loving every minute, the swine.
Annoy Operation BBK. Yeah.
Joshua Starr says, whenever I shunt trains, I end up derailing them. Yeah, there is a bit of an art to shunting. Once you get the art to it, you know, it normally works for you.
When have I ever paid any attention to Denied before in my career? It's because I changed that point.
Ah.
Right. When's the next roadmap? I imagine it'll be next week, because last week was a roadmap update, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I imagine it'll be next week.
Alright, let's go.
Yep, there we go. And we're off. Got some sparks flying out, look at that.
I'm kind of giving it the beans.
Yeah.
Shoving the firebox out through the chimney.
Yep. Your fireman going, no! My lovely fire!
Right, so we're going round, and let's go that way, and round to there, and around to there, and we'll just run all the way down to there. That'll do.
Yeah.
No more shunting.
No more shunting. You see what I meant by the gradients? And they change a lot. They're quite steep.
Sorry, Ed. I knew you were waiting for that. So driving on the CSX Hanover route last week. I really enjoyed it, actually, Baked Bean Kid. I'm looking forward to doing a bit more.
Certainly well detailed route. It was good. You get some good screenshots along here.
Yeah, there's some really nice scenic sections along the route.
Someone's asking for whistle.
Right, where are we? They're turning left.
Oh, just in time.
I thought a corner like that probably should not be hit high speed.
No.
I love this. There's so many different whistles on this thing.
Yeah.
Enter the Dragon. It's a good note actually. What I suggest you do is drop a note onto as a comment on the forum.
Yeah.
Not on the forum, so in the comments for the item.
Yeah.
And give the author some help to improve.
Yeah. Go. Make sure you go and download this and have a go yourselves. And I think there's something as well, because if there's anything you think they can improve, that would help them as well, wouldn't it? There we go. Look at that. Baby Bean Kid, I've just realised why it all looks so un-Welsh to me. No rain. That's a good one. That's a good one.
You haven't seen any sheep yet. You need to look closely at the train. Enter the Dragon.
Yeah.
We wanted to bring the sheep with us,
Yep.
so we did.
Yep. Yeah, so UKT says, but clearly model on the one day of the year. It doesn't rain in Wales.
1 in 38. Look at this.
Yeah. And you got a big drop as well coming down, look further along. Here's a question for everyone. What's your favourite Welsh narrow gauge railway?
Ooh, difficult.
Yeah. Bless you.
I've only been to the Festiniog myself.
You've only been to Festiniog? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
As incredulous as that sounds.
It does.
Went to the lake route. Is it the lake railway or the lakeside railway?
Lakeside and Hayworth.
We went into that general area. We did an exhibition at on the North Welsh coast. Can't remember the name of the place now. A sports centre there, and it was quiet on a Sunday, so Mum and I and the kids went off and Had an explore. Had a day on
Lovely.
a Festiniog.
Yeah, because you got Barla Lake and Lamberis, haven't you? Both of them.
Oh, it might have been Clanberis.
Yeah.
Might have been Clanberis. The one that's sort of like along a river, goes all the way round the lake, and then it crosses the road, and then and it's right next to the big hill climby one.
Snowden.
That's the one.
Yeah, so he's Lambert.
The hill climby one.
The hill climby one. A lot of people are saying Festiniog. Yeah, you see, I'm torn. There's three that I like, and it's Festiniog, Tallyclin, and Welshpool. And I'm stuck between them three.
We're just going to carry on going on. Good, good.
You know, Grumbly Gasworks to the left. Nigel 6446. Welsh Highland is good too. Yeah, the Welsh Highland is one I've never done the full of. And David Natman said Vale Rydal. Yeah, agree with that one. Vale Rydal. As you drove a little Hunslet at the top at I can't remember the name of the station at the other end. If anybody tell me at the end of Vale Rydal, I can't remember the name of the station off the top of my head. Into the Dragon 543. Why does Wales have so many narrow gauge railways? I think it's mainly due to the slate mines. So if you look at the Festiniog, the slate was carried down originally by horse, or it was travelled. The empty wagons were travelled up by horse, and the empties came down via gravity, and that was originally how it was happened, and then they moved to steam. I think it was about 125, 100. No, it'd be longer than that now. If anybody knows what year it was.
See you later, enemy. Right, I'm going to switch over to the other scenario now. 1 second.
Yep. Devil's Bridge, that's the one. That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, I drove the little Hunslet at Devil's Bridge.
Right, here we go.
Brandon Boney, what's your favourite UK route for TSW2? Oh, well, mainly I've been playing the Bakerloo line. I haven't played much of the others, but I think I'm torn between Bakerloo line and something like Transpennine, I think. No, Transpennine isn't out yet, is it?
Not on TSW2, not yet.
No. Oh, I'm getting confused with TSW 2020. Sorry.
Right. Get some headlights on. So this is the Simmering barn. And we're going to Merseschlag. So basically this is a downhill run. Oh no, this is the entire line. This is uphill then downhill.
Oh. Yeah, it could be Tees Valley. Yes, sorry, Artful. Yes, that I think that's probably the one. It's the one with the class 20, I'm thinking. It's probably.
There we go, we've got a train coming in.
The class 20 and the Gronk. Oh, Nigel 646 Llangollen is a nice area. Yeah, I've never been to the Llangollen Railway. It looks like they've run some amazing galas.
Yeah, Tees Valley.
Yeah, it's Tees Valley then. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm torn between Bakerloo and Tees Valley.
My favourite route is anything German.
Yeah.
Spend hours driving German routes. They're always my favourite ones to make as well.
I must admit, I do love these Tauruses. They're lovely. I've actually been behind a few of them in Austria on the railjet services.
Who's the scenario by?
The scenario is by High Iron Simulations.
Oh, it's Gary, same as the Hanover. Will the 182 in TSW ever have LZB functional? Never say never. There's no plans at the moment, Nathaniel, but never say never. There's certainly something that could be done. That would be one of the things that Adam's team could look at doing as part of Preserve crew at some point, if it came onto a plan. The usual rules apply. It's not on the roadmap.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
I do love the sound these make when they start off. It's like a musical tune.
Right, double green. To carry on. 70 limit coming up.
Nathaniel Beckner says nice trees. Yeah, there is a lot of trees in this.
Some lovely trees.
The other interesting thing about the coaching stock is there's still compartment stock as well.
Hmm.
There you go, look at that. It's not very often you see compartment stock now.
Leaf it out, baked bean kid.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to rustle up some other ones.
Should be branching off with some different themes for our jokes.
Yes.
Tremendous, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I was going to give you another pun, but I'm stumped.
Baby kid, I was twigged you were thinking of something, Matt. Oh dear.
You know me, I'm just a big sap.
Oh.
See you later, Nigel.
Yeah, they are getting rather sappy, Nathaniel.
I like this route. It's really interesting. It's because it's kind of got a sort of a pseudo-German feel to it, but it isn't. It's different enough.
it's very it follows the edge of the mountain, very twists and turns to the side of the mountain, doesn't it? You know.
Hmm.
When I was playing this for before we all ready for streaming, I must admit there was a lot of good lot of AI traffic as well, which is good.
Nick, thanks for your German signal lesson. You love German roots now too. Awesome.
And that's good to hear.
Yeah, that's really good to hear.
Joshua Styles says, Matt, have you ever derailed a train in Train Simulator?
Never, ever. No one. Moggy and Baked Bean Kid will totally back me up on that.
You sure about that one?
This is the Simmering Bahn, Transporter Deutschland. Are Austrian and German safety systems the same? Similar. They are certainly similar.
What is the difference? Do you know the difference?
Well, they still use PZB, or at least in Ducey, but the signalling system is slightly different. I mean, you get slightly different aspects, but it largely boils down to very similar meaning. There's, like, for example, the 2 greens versus 1 green, 1 yellow versus 2 yellows. Like you can have a 2 yellow, 1 green on that one, which is 60 miles an hour limit, or 2 yellows, 1 green, which is a 40 mile an hour limit, I think. And so you get slightly more fine grained, and you get these distance, which is this up arrow is a clear, a one in the middle is a stop, expect a stop, and the one in the when it's pointing down is expect something less than a clear. Essentially, so there's little details into the signalling, but once you understand sort of the German approach, see that one's telling you expect to stop, this one's saying expect to go, and then there's your stop and there's your go. So you know there's some strong similarities, such that if you understand German and PZB, this is a small step to understand. The other one that's interesting is these little boards here.
I was wondering what those were.
Those are about the snowplows. They tell the snowplows when to fold out, unfold, or fold. Generally because of bridges or something like that. So there's one marker which it tells them to fold up, and the other one which tells them to fold back out.
That's interesting. I never knew that. I think there's just something about red trains and mountains. I don't know what it is.
And as with German signalling, speed reductions, some of them require you to acknowledge them. This route went a little bit overboard and requires you to acknowledge every speed reduction, regardless of reason. But once you know that you've got to do that, it's not so bad. So this is one of the snowplow boards. The X, and then the other one is the horizontal bar. ÖBB, Shunting, ÖBB.
Yep. Austria Bundesbahn. It stands for, doesn't it?
What's
Yeah.
the Lieshabundesbahn?
Ah,
So you should see after we come past this bridge. I think you'll find there'll be a yellow bar. So that's the one from the other side. Oh, we haven't seen the one around here yet. Maybe it needs to close for a bit longer.
yeah. Someone's asking, are we in miles per hour or kilometres per hour?
Kilometres per hour. It's not a fast route. This is not a fast route.
So these were nicknamed as well Euro Sprinters, the loco that we're using. There was 3 different versions of them. This is the ES64U. So the OBB uses them, then Deutsche Bahn use them. I can't remember. There's a few other companies as well use them. And their top speed is 140 miles per hour, which is 230 kilometres an hour.
They're actually the fastest electric locomotive on the rails.
Are they?
Yeah. In terms of their speed tests, I think they're the record holder for electric locomotive.
Wow. I must admit the acceleration of them is good, even in the,
Running light. These things are ridiculous.
Yeah.
The Euro Sprinter style is actually the basis of the ACS64 in America, the Amtrak City Sprinter. Borrows from the Euro Sprinter. "357 kilometres an hour." There you go, Nathaniel.
That's amazing.
Fair going, some.
Yeah. Especially for electric loco, yeah.
Yes, Nathaniel, yeah, the Amtrak City Sprinter is based on the same platform as the Euro Sprinter. Both by Siemens, if memory serves.
Yes, they are. Oh, well. The Euro Sprinter is Siemens, yeah.
Well, my PC specs, it's an Intel i7 6th generation, top of the range, 6790K, something like that, running at 4 GHz, overclocked to 4.6. I've got a GTX 980 Ti graphics card, SSD and 16GB RAM. Bit long in the tooth these days, to be honest, but it works for me. Works very well. "60 limits" are so awesome, just saying.
Trainsport of Deutschland says there's a scenario with the OE night train. I'm not entirely sure. I wouldn't be surprised if someone's made one.
I think we've got the Night Train as a DLC. I think it might have been a third party one, I can't remember, but I think there is a Night Train DLC.
Yeah. If anybody knows, put it in the chat.
There's no release date announced yet for the Island Line Hodge Egg. Well, steady your hats, folks. We'll be going to 70 kilometres an hour in a minute.
At least you can see the speed changes. They're quite bold, aren't they? You can see
Yes.
the red.
Yes, they're quite clear.
Nick K has got an interesting one. Will the need for trackside signals disappear eventually? What with all the automation, etc.? Yes, it's something that is going on. You've got basically in-cab signalling, which some more of high-speed routes are now using it, but there's some parts. I think there's some parts in the UK that does use in-cab signalling, or they use radio signalling?
It's ETCS that's coming along that's going to potentially do that, but I don't know if ETS level 2 can do it. I think that might be an ETS level 3 thing. ETS level 3 is the sort of the full moving block system where the trains can sort of see each other and so forth, whereas ETS level 2 is closer to PZB, LZB kind of thing.
Yeah. So I think it's something that will, trackside signalling. I think it will still be around.
I think you'll definitely see it going away. I think is that because it eliminates a point of failure, and it eliminates a point of cost as well. It's just not needed anymore.
It's a real shame because, I mean, it's near where I am. We've lost a lot of the semaphore signals over the recent years, and seeing that disappear and change to colour light, it's a very sad thing. I think that the semaphores were put in when the railway was first built, and has been kept going for that many years. And funnily enough, the colour light signals started to fail, even though the semaphore signals had never failed before, which was very, very fun and interesting.
But what about when the computer fails? Well, there you go.
Yeah.
No one's going. You'll be going nowhere, I think is the expression.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Pennsylvania signals haven't really changed, Nathaniel. They were awesome to start off with. They remain awesome. I mean, they were some of the first to look at cab signalling.
Oh, really?
Yeah, their trains have had cab signalling for quite a long time.
That's amazing. Look at that viaduct over there, like, blimey. Full signal gantries are keen. Yes, yeah, there's plenty of interesting signal gantries in the early days, in the steam days, so it's quite amazing. It's amazing when you think the drivers had to work out where your signal was, and you had a gantry that had like something like 50 signals on it, But that's all your route knowledge,
How'd you get the sound of the train, Sedgy? So there's different ways of doing it. One of them is you literally just record the train. You strap microphones to various places, let the train drive off, and then you unstrap the microphones and yay, collect sounds. That's a lot harder than to arrange access to than would be nice. There's synthesis is another option. Sometimes you can take combinations of existing sounds and put them through audio processing and so forth to create something closer to the sound. Because actually getting the recordings from the real train is more of a luxury and a rarity than anything else. So quite often it's a case of making do and bodging things together and trying to be creative with how you reuse existing sounds. Because there are sorts of sounds of trains that do sound very similar, and there are some that are very key that are different, like the traction motors and the horns and so forth. So it's kind of key to focus on those bits.
An example is this, where it has a musical startup, where it goes up the different pitches.
Yeah, that's unique to this. Well, it's not unique to this loco, but it's big. It's a big, respectable characteristic of this loco. You couldn't do this loco without the tones.
No. Some interesting facts about this Simmering barn. Um, before the line was first built, they actually had some trials of locomotives because they wanted to decide what locomotives would be in operation on the railway. As one stage of the line had gradients of 1 in 40, which is 2.5%, and curves of minimum radius of 190 meters, 210 yards. There was 3 different types of locomotives. There was like a normal style with a normal style locomotive. You then had what we call a Malay locomotive, which was like you had 2 sets of you had 4 cylinders with 2 sets of driving. So it was and it was also articulated in the middle. And then they tried a double fairley design as well.
If I remember rightly, the Simmering barn is the summit, and then we sledge our way down the other side. Oh, we've got an expect stop coming up.
Oh.
I will need to get ready to acknowledge that then. Oh no, that's not. Is that expect? No, I think that is expect stop. There must be shenanigans going on at Brightonstein.
Yep. There was also some interesting facts about the route. It was built between 1848 and 1854. It was 20,000 workers under the project's design. The construction featured 14 tunnels, include among them the 1,431 metres summit tunnel, 16 viaducts, several 2-storey, 100 stone arch bridges, and 11 small iron bridges. Yeah, so it's a very interesting, and it's also a UNESCO World Heritage route as well.
Got the repeater here reminding us we've got a stop signal coming up. That'll wake her up.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like we've got a green light.
No.
Hey there, Chris. How's it going? Some nice AI in this scenario.
Yeah. And you got one of the large viaducts coming up in a minute, and you further up.
Yep. Oh dear, excuse me.
Don't start yawning, we'll all start yawning in a minute. There we go, there's the double 2-tier viaduct. Yeah.
I'm going to slow me down even more.
Oh. 50.
Must be getting super twisty.
Yep. Must be those curves I was talking about earlier. Brandon Monas asked, which do I prefer, UK or German routes? I think once I've learned more with LZB and things like that, I think I would probably prefer the German, probably, because I'm the same. I do love German, Austrian and Swiss routes. I think that's probably why I chose this one, to be perfectly honest, because I just love... I've been lucky enough to go over to Austria and Switzerland, places like that, and it's just, yeah. And some of the routes, and the routes for the German, Swiss and Austrians routes in TS are just are really, really good.
Where are we on the map?
We are there.
Isn't that Simmering? Yeah, that's Simmering there. So not too far off Summit. What USA Navigator is best. If you mean in the game, then the Clear Creek is the one I like. But that might be the only one, actually. So, I mean, in real life, Durango and Silverton looks really nice.
Baby Inkin said he can't figure out the oil-fired locos. Yeah, they're very different, aren't they? Something I haven't tried out.
I must admit, I can't even remember at this point, being kid. Oh, we are getting there. 50 miles an hour, 50 kilometres an hour, coming up to the summit at Simmering.
Oh, hello. Yeah, quite a way up there.
We're up, aren't we? We're up.
Yeah.
You've had to take a cup of tea. Make me one too, Baby Kid. That's a good lad.
If you make me a hot chocolate, that'd be nice.
This Simmering?
I think it is. Yep, there it is. Oh, an interesting junction there. Look at that. And this would be in the this is the Summit Tunnel now.
Yep. We get speed up shortly.
Yep. There we go. Nick is saying, go to bed, Matt.
I probably will be straight after this, Nick. Last 3 or 4 days, it comes to about 9:30, and here we are, 9:30, and my head is just like, go to bed. I've been staying up way too late, way too many days, and I think my body has just had enough.
Yeah.
Right, this is where we switch over to using this brake.
Matthew Lee said, what is the best steam train to drive? Oh.
Depends what level are you at.
Yeah.
I mean, my favourite steam train to drive is the little 3F tank engine. The J94s are also very nice, but they're slightly more advanced. Then you've got the Bossman Games Black 5, which is beautiful and actually not that hard to drive, all being said. It's not really. And then if you want to get up to the next level, then Smokebox makes some beautiful steam engines. The AT&N Consolidation, the Connie, is probably the first one to go with. And then the ultimate supreme challenge is the FEF3, which is super hardcore, but immensely rewarding when you learn it all out. Very, very nice.
It depends what your level is. I mean, I love the Bossman Games Black 5, but I do like Black 5s. You know.
Yeah, the Terrier's nice. I mean, as a general guide, any steam engines that Bossman Games, VictoryWorks, or Mesh Tools did they're all winners. They're all good. Obviously, in Dovetail as well, goes without saying. But generally, the Dovetail steam engines are slightly on the easier side. So if you're not quite as confident, then the Dovetail ones might be good ones to start with. But if you're more confident and you want more of a challenge, then you'll get more out of the advanced ones from Mesh Tools, VictoryWorks, and Bossman Games. Just managing the brake now, using the electric brake on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah, the panniers were VictoryWorks ones. Make me a kid. Yeah, the FEF3 is a work of art, Steam Trains Unlimited. No, I don't just mean because of the fact that it's visually a work of art. I mean, it's a technical work of art as well. Smokebox is doing a big boy at the moment that's looking exceptionally good. If the BR182 goes to the sharp, is it called a tune-up?
Oh no.
That joke was so bad, it tore us apart.
Oh dear. I had to Euro sprint away from them too.
Very good. So you're getting the hang now, Jamie. You're getting the hang of it.
Yeah.
It's all about the puns.
It's all about
no one's really here for the trains. They're actually here for the puns.
Puns, yeah. Rui Fonseca has said, I love German Steam. Yeah, same. I've been lucky enough to see some German Steam, not all. Some part of Germany I'd love to go and see Steam is the Harz Mountains. I'm still yet to go to some of the heritage railways and museums there in Germany.
Silater says that pun was meh. He's got some notes.
Oh no. You see what they mean by the 1 in 40 gradients, can't you?
Mm.
No.
E-brake just holds it lovely coming down the hill.
Yeah.
With the air brake, you'd find yourself slowing down too much and releasing it, slowing down too much and releasing it. Whereas with the e-brake, you've got much finer control over it.
Mm. Nathaniel's saying he wants to see you drive a real German train.
Me too. I want to see me drive a real German train too. No one's crazy enough to let that happen though.
I think I'd be the same too.
.3 kilometres to Mörserschlag.
Yeah.
Using the dynamic brake in SVG scenarios now, the updated physics. Yeah, it works a lot better now.
Mm.
Having proper heavyweight freight cars behind you and dynamic brakes that work a lot better, it makes descending the grades, more like the challenge it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
The late driver steam engine in America. Yeah, there's driver steam train days here.
Yeah.
They're always, they're quite pricey. I mean, they're excellent value. I'm not complaining about the money, but it's they're a bit on the more high price side for what I can afford. And I've almost always got other things that my family would rather be spending that money on than me going out and driving a train for a day. I don't agree personally, but I'm outvoted 3-1. So.
You just need that luck where you're being at an event and it's just like a driver for a £5 or a driver for a £10.
I've done the driver for a £5. I drove a little Sentinel at the West Somerset at the Bluebell.
Ah.
That was quite fun. And I didn't bust it. Just before Baked Bean Kid and Moggy jump in.
Yeah.
Didn't touch the buffers even once.
No.
Neither that, and that's not because I flew over them. Shush.
I don't drive for a tenner at Gloucestershire and Warwickshire, so I drove a Manor. I think it was Dinmore Manor.
Oh wow!
And I can't remember the other one what it was off the top of my head. I think it was Hall. It was a Hall class. Is it Hall? I can't remember which one it is that Gloucester Walks. What their Hall is. And then through the junior club, I've driven lots of locos at North Norfolk, and B12, 9F, things like that. Wall Department, 210, which is an absolute brute.
But I am hunting down a pacer driving experience now. That has to be the goal, the life goal now.
Would it be a 9F and a pacer driver experience? That would probably be the 2 life goals, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, got 2 white lights leading us to our stop signal.
John Copping said, I managed to drive a BR151 from the shed to the turntable in Nuremberg marshalling yard. Grand total of 4 minutes. Great experience.
Wow.
Nice.
I can well believe it.
Yeah. Just having the opportunity to drive a locomotive and feel that power, either in steam or diesel, or electric, is amazing.
I enjoyed both scenarios. Thoroughly baked bean kid. Shunting
Yeah.
was my favourite, obviously, because A, it was shunting, and B, it upset you. So it's like stereo enjoyment. Next, you're going to expect me not to spad this red light, aren't you? No, don't, no!
No.
I did. I passed it. I passed the signal at danger.
Oh.
I 2,000 hertzed.
Oh.
Technically, no. According to that, I didn't.
No.
Right, in that case, I didn't.
Close.
It never happened. Okay, that never happened. It was fine. According to the world. Oh, shut up with your spang spam song. Thank you. Excellent. Right, that was fine. Nothing happened. All is good. Open the doors. Everyone get off. It's not a spad.
No.
It's definitely not a spad. Someone let the shunter drive the express train. Bad idea. So anyway, folks, so this was EC159 Croatia by High Iron Simulations, Gary Dolzel, also of the CSX Hanover route fame. And then earlier on we did the Marineth and something else route, which you can get from Steam Workshop, and that was by Davido Amma. So thank you very much for watching. And Friday, is it, for Sam and Natalie?
I think it is, yeah, it's Friday.
So
yeah,
come back for to watch Sam and Natalie and see how they get on. Yeah. All right, folks.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, we will say goodbye to you and take care.
Yeah. See you, everyone. Take care.